Lauren, can you just start by giving me kind of a recap of what you thought of the overall play for your team today?
I think we came out really aggressive. As you can see in the first half, we got a lot of offensive rebounds, but at the same time, we got a lot of fouls on the offensive end like that. But I think that just aggressive attitude really just carried over in the offense and the defense. Even when we did get fouls, we had to keep pounding it and just set the tone for the whole game.
And there was a point in the second half, like halfway through, where they closed up the lead. How important was it for you as returners, and you have a lot of strong returners who've had a lot of experience? How important is that experience being able to hold them off?
I think that's a really big thing, because in the end of close games like that, you really have to have a certain level of stamina and mental focus to carry you through and finish the game strong how you started. So I think that's a major factor, because I know last year we lost maybe 5 close games just that we were neck and neck like tonight. But tonight we obviously finished it. So that just goes to show that when you have 5 experienced players on the court, what a difference it can make.
Yeah. I mean, last year it might have been mostly sophomores out there, having that other
sophomores and freshmen. So this year we have a lot of juniors and sophomores. Really plays a big role in the game.
Yeah. All right, and then we'll go. I know that a big focus for defensively is defensive rebounding, and you've been working on a different style. You're the leader in defensive rebounds today. Is that something that you've really been focusing on?
Yeah, we've been definitely focusing on rebounding, and I get yelled at the practice multiple times during the day trying to rebound. So yeah, that's been definitely this week's focus point.
Yeah, and I know that you've been working on a different defensive style of play. Do you think that's coming through to you?
I think not only me, but all of us centers, we need to work on defending the way that the coach wants us to defend. And it's a new thing for us, for all of us centers, so we have a lot of work to do with that. But I think we did great today.
Yeah, and I think, just watching it seem like it was maybe off a little bit once you kind of figured out their offense and were able to adjust to it.
Yeah.
And then they had a huge player, number 24, who just took off in the first half. Seemed like you guys were able to kind of turn it around and falter off better in the second. Do you have any thoughts on adjustments that you did there?
I think we were well prepared. We knew that she was going to be a strong player. Obviously, they're strongest player, and she can finish both left and right sides. And we needed big help for our weak side. And it took to me, first half we were kind of looking for what we are doing and how they're defensive rotates, but I think we got up pretty well on the second half.
Sure. And then either one of you, where do you see improvements going into next week? It's going to be another big game for you.
I think rebounding is always a level of improvement. That and just keeping our hands up on defense. In the first half they got into bonus. It was 4 minutes left in the half. They're calling a lot closer this year, so we have to back off on that level a little bit.
Sure.
But while maintaining still an aggressive, up-in-your-face attitude.
Yeah, because I really mean it.
Because that is how we play defense, and we don't want to lose that factor, but we really just need to control our hands.
Okay. All right, that's all I have. Thank you. Congratulations on the win.
Thanks.
Of course, tougher game today than the last 2 that you've had. And your starters had a lot more playing time. How did you feel that they held up to the challenge?
Yeah, Lauren and Alyssa played lots of minutes last year, so they're not unaccustomed to that. It's not exactly what I want to do every single night, but Lewis's guards are really athletic, quick with the ball, put a lot of pressure on it. I just felt like Bree isn't quite ready for that situation yet, and Lauren and Alyssa can handle those minutes. So again, throughout the whole year, it won't be like that all the time, but there's going to be some games it needs to be.
And of course, you're working on the different defensive strategy. How did you think that it went today?
Well, that's what we kind of went back to what we were kind of doing last year, to tell you the truth, or early in the season also. We just started making some adjustments to our defense to try to help us against teams with really good centers like Mariah Henley. But I thought we defended extremely well today. We did a really, really good job of containing their guards, who have been really just scorching people. And even though we gave up some points in and around the basket, I think the only one that really got going was Mariah. Mead, 22, Mead is a big-time player. She averages close to 20 points a game herself. She didn't get very much tonight. So I really thought we did a good job. Defensively, I think Lauren mentioned defensive rebounding-wise, I thought we got a little lacked in the second half. We didn't come up with a loose ball that we were competing for, so those are things that we need to see on film and make that adjustment. But overall, the girls really played well. and a big pressure moment game finally, this year, and it was great to come out on top.
Yeah, and I know we've talked about it before. How when they closed up that lead in the second, how big was it for them to come back to that?
Well, it was big that we bounced back, and I think I just said on radio, when the game got tough, Lauren Gruber got tough.
Yep.
Yeah, and that's just the way she is. She just made big play after big play down there, and Nia Macklin made a big three and made a big putback off of a rebound, and we got a couple other baskets some other places. So, we got a team where we don't have really a true superstar. We got about 10, 11 people that we can really trust getting the ball to, and we have this one luxury that most teams don't even think about having, and we got I would say we got 7 people we can put in the post. From Alyssa right to our 3 starters on the front line, right to the 3 people that are coming off the bench. I mean, not most teams have 1 or 2 post-up people. We have about 7. And it's just a matter of them when they get the ball in their hands to make the play, and most of them are at that level right now in their careers that I think they can make that play.
Yeah, and I mean, we had four players today who, of course, were all returners and mostly starters who were in double digits. It's clear that it's versatile. And then going into next weekend, have another tough competition.
Well, I mean, Lewis has just got ranked number 10 in the country.
Wow.
This week, and preseason polls going to St. Paul, but Concordia St. Paul was ranked number 6 in the country. So I mean, this is like actually, the schedule was actually worked out really good from this standpoint. That we had a couple games where we got a lot of people playing time, did a lot of good things, and now we go play 2 top level tier teams in the country right before we get into conference play. So it was good to get this win because when we're going to go over to St. Paul, it's not going to be easy.
Yeah.
We're going to have to play really well, but it was good to at least get one of these for sure, and with the opportunity to get 2.
Yeah, it shows you where you're standing.